A few things for a director report. We did get the bids in for the internet, and with some glitches, they were all above what we were expecting and preparing for. So we're going to have to throw all those out. We sent the letters out that we were rejecting all bids because they didn't come in under our specs. We'll need to rework it and send it out again. But the question now is that we're thinking about E-rate money. We can't get it. If I send it right back out now, we cannot try to get E-rate money for it. So it'll probably be something that we start again at the beginning of next year to get that taken care of. So we're throwing that out for this year. We'll just get by like we have been, continue, and then next year get that taken care of, and then be fully wireless for the students bringing their things in here.
Is that because the deadline and the...
Yeah, right now the deadline's over. We can't do anything else with E-rate. So we've passed that point. This was our chance, and since it didn't work out this time, we'll have to get bids again, and we can't go for the E-rate if we do it right now. So, and that can save us a good chunk of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. So we don't want to waste the money.
What is your window of opportunity with E-rate?
We'll start it again at the beginning of next school year. I can't tell you the exact, Jeff is the one that always took care of E-rate stuff for us, and he was helping us with it this time too.
I think the window, it's weird, it changes a little bit each year to year. I think there's one in the fall and then later. So we'll have an earlier chance to start it. And possibly, depending on the scope of the work, it could be done during the school year.
Oh, sure.
It doesn't get too disruptive.
Right. Because a lot of the wires can be run down the hall anyways. Any wire that's being run, and then as they go into each individual room, it shouldn't be that much of a problem.
So when you say next school year, you mean next fiscal year, or?
Yes, yeah. Starting August, September, start working the process there. See what we can get.
Glenn, just a question on that. Can we go out for bids and it's just the pay that we don't get the money or have the money? Can we know what it costs and have somebody lined up to do before next year? I mean, we can't do it. We can't get the money, we can't spend the money, but can we have a number in place, know what we're doing, and possibly have it lined up to do?
That's something I have to check on. I don't know if we have to send that out with the E-rate proposal.
Right.
To send out that process.
Yeah, I'm just thinking on that, if there's any other glitches, then you get more time for other chances at that. I mean, if you could do that and you go ahead and you get the right answers that meet all the criteria, if there's still something that doesn't work, then you're not dragging through next year trying to get it done as well. So if you can put it out, if you have it prepped, you just can't do it, then that's a different story. So they may check that one out.
Okay.
Talk to Mr. Owen about it. He's planning on doing exactly what you just said there, is to get it out as soon as possible. So there's plenty of time if there's an error in it to change it. And he'll coordinate that with E-rate.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff I have to go to the expert.
Me too.
We are heading to HOSA here this Friday, this weekend. So our students are getting themselves the final preparations to go with that. I do have some information about Skills USA in your packet. If you'll look at the sheet that's under the performance report there. Here's a list of students that competed in our Skills USA competitions. We had, in cabinet making, we took first and second place. We sent 2 students to the competition. We took first and second. Both those students are eligible to go to the state competition in Virginia Beach. In carpentry, we took first and third with our 2 students. The number 1 person is eligible for that contest. So Morgan, she'll be going as our carpentry representative from our region here to the States. Culinary arts, we took first and second place with our students. First place is the only one eligible for state, so Xavier is going to the state for us. Electrical construction wiring, we took second and third. Only the first place is eligible to go. Last year one of our individuals did get the first, but this year we were second and third, so they both did very well, placed in the top 3. but they did not get to go to the state. Food prep assistant, we had a second place in that, and they take the top 2, so Sarah will be able to represent us at the state competition. And in welding, we took first and third place, and they take the top person there. So Ryan is eligible to go to the state competition. So we have 6 students that will be headed to Virginia Beach on April 12th, and we'll be there for the 12th and the 13th, heading back on the 14th. And the list of other students down there are students that competed but didn't place in the top 3. But they competed in those competitions that you see beside their names. And one other student was going to compete, but he was a state wrestling person and he had a conflict. He didn't want to jeopardize that, so he dropped out of the competition right before it happened. So, does anybody have any questions on our Skills USA regional competition that we had in the district?
I would just like to commend you and your staff for taking the students and taking them to that level. And we have, what, 4 that qualify for state?
We have 6.
6, okay. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, we had 4 first places and then 2 second place, and those 2 are eligible for that competition.
Are these all seniors or a mix?
It's a mix.
Xavier's a junior, right?
Yeah, Mason's a senior, Nicholas is a junior, Morgan's a senior, Gage, I think, is a junior, Xavier is a junior, Rebecca's a junior. My 2 electrical guys, Bradley and John, are seniors. Sarah is a junior, and Ryan and Jacob are both seniors.
Is there room for on that trip for some of the underclassmen to go and get the experience of being there and witnessing the competition and what's required to
Well, it's something we normally don't do because then we have to keep up with them and we have to pay for their...
Right, I just didn't know if there was room for that.
Yeah,
You know.
because we'd have to have another room for them, plus we'd have to pay their entry fee. Because we have to pay the $100 and whatever for them to go to everything and see everything.
Right.
So I mean, that is not saying we couldn't do it, but it's something we haven't opened up before.
Is there a video that is taken while you're down there that they can watch when you return from the competition?
They even live stream the award ceremony. So that's even live streamed on the computer.
Got some photographs of those folks that can be in the media soon.
Yeah, we're going to. We just had the awards thing the week before last. We're going to get all that out there. We took pictures of them in their red jackets, all out there. So.
And that was delayed a week because of the snow.
Yes, yeah, that was delayed a week for the weather, as we've had several things delayed for weather. Any other questions? Next month we'll let you know how we did HOSA-wise with our health occupation students. Found out today that Janelle was saying, and I know it's always a room full of black jackets, you know, when I go there for the awards thing. It's a packed room. And it's usually like 900 some to 1,000. She said there were 1,200 and some that are registered. I don't know how they're going to squeeze that many more into that space. So it'll be interesting to see. But there are 1,200, I didn't say 12,000, 1,200 and some students that are going to be at that competition this coming week.
Where is it?
It's in Williamsburg. It's at the, now I'm going to forget the name, Doubletree Hotel and Conference Center. Right there, Williamsburg, Busch Garden area. Yeah, it's been there most of the time. It came to Roanoke for 1 or 2 years and then back out to there.
How many students are we taking?
We're taking 20, I believe, is what our final count came to. 1 gentleman and 19 females.
Lucky guy.
Yep. He went last year. He knows what's going on with it all. So, and they're in their individual different competitions that they do and such.
So this is the first year that we've competed again in the Skills USA in the culinary.
No, they did
last
last year. They just didn't place in the district last year. But this year we competed in the commercial baking, the culinary arts, and the food prep assistant. And we're taking culinary arts and food prep assistant to the state.
they want to practice, they can come to my house the rest of the week.
In the commercial baking, they were juniors, so one of them was a junior and one's a senior. So she gained a little experience there district-wise too. So. All right, any other questions on that type of stuff before I go to our annual performance report?